Slug, bro. All right, Shalom, Shalom. All right, we would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to Yahweh, by Shem, Yahweh Shai, by Shem, Dash, the honors to our apostles, great millstone, we well, and peace and blessing to the house of David the elect. I'm Zahaba to my left. All right, today we're going into a live stream entitled Apply Thy Mind. All right, or if thou wilt, apply thy mind. All right, because you're going to find out. One second. You're going to find out that this truth, it applies labor, all right? And we have to, it's more than just reading, all right, and reciting scriptures. We really have to dig into, all right, this comforter, man. We really have to dig into the word, man, okay? So you can start out with us, Sirach 6:32.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught, and if thou will apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent.
If thou wilt apply thy mind, because you're going to find out that your mind, all right, or your so-called brain is actually a tool for this truth. The main tool for this truth is actually your mind power, man. All right, your ability to concentrate, man. All right. Before you get your precept, you get Sirach 6:18.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 6. In 18, it says, my son, gather instruction from thy youth up, so shalt thou find wisdom till thy old age.
Yep, and you could go ahead to verse 19.
All right, verse 19, come under her as one that ploweth and soweth, and wait for her.
It's talking about wisdom. Read that again.
It says, come unto her as one that ploweth and soweth.
One that ploweth. Now, when it comes to plowing, all right, in the agricultural society, you take soil and the land is barren or is dry, and you have a tool called the plow. And the plow breaks the soil. It loosens the soil up, all right, to prepare you to throw seeds in it, man. All right, so same thing with wisdom, man. It says, come unto her as one that ploweth. You really have to dig into the scriptures, man. All right, you got to go into the definition of the words you read. Like something Apostle Gabar used to stress. Don't just read over words you don't know what it means. Go into the history. Find out what empire was ruling at the time this prophet was writing. All right? What else? Going into the culture. All right, what was the way of thought back then? The customs. All right? That's what it means to come unto her as one that ploweth. You connect the precepts to other precepts.
Yep.
That's putting in work.
Because really, when you go into the Gospels and you go into the parables that Yahweh Shai was speaking of, but if you understood, the customs of that time, it will make those parables make more sense. Like Yahweh Shai was extremely edifying when he taught, and the parables and the similitudes that he used, was extremely edifying if you understand the customs, of that time, because even going into when you go into Matthew, just for an example, when you go in the book of Matthew, and this talks about how, we have piped unto you, but you have not danced. We have lamented unto you, but you have not mourned. Because when you go into ancient Israel, what will happen, you will have children, they would imitate, funerals. It was we was younger, we would imitate something like the Power Rangers or wrestlers. Well, in the East, they would imitate funerals, and someone would be pretending to be lamenting, and the other children will lament with them, you see? And then they will also, imitate festivals, all right, that they seen the adults doing. And you have children pretending to play instruments, and you have other children dancing, but you have some children, who refuse to dance with the other children, being spiteful. You see, so when Yahweh Shai was making that comparison, this music was like the music that was being played, but you had some children, that was in that stubborn, rebellious spirit that they didn't want to join in with the other children. So that's part of digging into that wisdom when you understand the customs, of what was going on, all right, in ancient Israel or just in the ancient world period, man.
Go.
I'll keep going.
No, that's it. You was about to pull out a precept, though, were you?
I was looking up that word apply.
Okay, yeah, you can get that, bro.
This is apply. Now, this is from the late 14th century. This is from Elam Online. It says to join or combine, to attach something, all right? To attach, to join, to connect.
To connect, hey, precept upon precept.
Yep.
Here a little, there a little.
I'll be joined. He said.
Oh, hey, because that's that you being in unity with that wisdom.
Yep.
Like y'all marrying each other, man.
Yep. So reading again the word apply as a verb, it said join or combine. All right, and it says figuratively to join or to connect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it says apply. You know, thy mind and thou shalt be taught. So you gotta join your mind into this thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this is really, you gotta be obsessed with this, man. You know, this is something we should be obsessed with, man. Learning about who we are, learning about our culture, learning about these precepts and getting an understanding of what the scriptures is really saying, man. And there is nothing more fulfilling than that, man. You see, it's those waters that we drink that we, you know, that we shouldn't thirst again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got one real quick. This is the book of Philippians chapter 3, all right, verse 8. Oh, I started at 7. It said, but what things were gained to me, those I counted loss for Yahweh Shai. Yeah, doubtless I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I might win Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and really when you're joined to the truth, it's gonna be different. Like relationships in your life is gonna suffer, man. You know, you're not gonna have that tight bond. You know, you're not gonna have that strong bond you had with certain people because we're so engulfed in this, man. And it's nothing personal, man. We're just attached to our power. You see, what do the scriptures say? I get that real quick.
Okay.
When you go to the book of Baruch, I want to say chapter 4. You see, because we understand that as the nation, you know, we was forsaken because of our disobedience.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we have been brought back, all right, the scriptures give us a mindset to be in. This is Baruch 4:28. It said, for as it were your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
You know what that really is? It's like a passion.
Mm-hmm.
It's an obsession.
Yep.
You know, like to the outside world, people who used to know you, when they see how fully focused you are in this truth, it looks like you have an obsession with this thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But that's the nature. That's how it's, because what you're doing, you're sowing seed in this truth, and in return, you're gonna receive spiritual blessings. You're gonna boost up your faith, boost up your spirit, man. Build up a tower, a fort around your spirit, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, for hard times. All right, because it said wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times. But you brothers that's in this truth, you have to apply yourself. All right. You got some.
I got precept. You want to give a precept?
Well, I saw you getting that word obsessed. You
Yeah,
can get the precept afterwards.
Okay. All right. Obsess. And this is from Google. It says to preoccupy or fill the mind or of someone continually, exclusively, or to be a troubling extent, to be preoccupied with or constantly worrying about something, you know, and it's in a good light, you know, because we're constantly worrying, you know, not worrying, but we're constantly, you know, concerned with the ministry, man. You know, it's like, what can we do next? You know, you're always looking for different, you know, information, you know, that can be brought forth to edify the body. You know, you read certain articles or certain, you know, you see certain documentaries or you see certain clips on YouTube, man. You know, you're like a little child that can't wait, you know, to get it out, man, to give to the body, man. You know, we see prophecy unfolding. You know, we're obsessed with these things, man. You know?
Yeah. Sirach 39:1.
Yeah.
You know? Because it's a difference. And I've been there. You know, sometimes you'll be in a second gear in the truth, man. And then once you get out of that dead state through the mercy of Yahweh Shai, you be like, oh, there I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be at this level. You know?
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High.
He that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High. like you got the scripture, as it was your mind to go straight from the Most High, so being returned, teach him 10 times more. You giving yourself over to that. Like somebody studying to take the bar.
Yep.
Somebody that's studying to take the bar, man, they really unplugged from the world. They've given their mind over to the bar. Well, that's the spirit, because the bar is what?
Yep.
The study of the law. So we've given ourselves over to this bar exam right here, man. It says study to show thyself approved, right? All right.
It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof.
Occupied in the meditation. So you might read in the morning, but you at work reflecting on that. Now the Spirit got it on you to connect the dots. Oh, so that's what that scripture meant when it said that. You know, now you're ready to go home and do a video. All right.
You know, you'll read something, you know, and then you'll listen to the video and the brother expound on it.
Yeah.
You know what you've been reading.
Like that's what that means.
Yep.
You know?
Apostles expound on it.
Yep.
You know, it's just like a continuation. You know, of course we'll live our daily lives, man, and we do other things, man. But everything's a center around this. You know? Hey, we can see something, you know, we can pass by a truck, you know, like I was going to my granddad's funeral, and I seen a truck on the side. It was a company, and it was called 144 Tactical, you know. And then you go in that word tactical, you know, it goes into someone who has a special skill set, you know, and it's going to talk about 144,000 had that special skill set in the scriptures, man. So it's like everything we look at is attached to this knowledge some type of way for the most part, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. And because, hey, and in 144, they have that oil where the Most High is secretly communicating with us, man. So we have that gland, we see everything through the Spirit, man.
Yeah.
It's no coincidence all the brothers, they see 144 everywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
And I seen it today. It was I was walking outside to work, and it was on the back of a trailer, one of the flatbeds. It said 144 on the tag, and then it had 8. You know, 8 goes into affinity, and then under it had permanent. So I was like, man, you know? Hey, so just like the elites, they throw these signs to each other when, you know, Biden might be doing the press conference and he be throwing signs, or he'll say something. They're speaking to each other, you know, in the secret format. Well, that's how Yahweh Shema Shai is communicating with the 144,000, man. You know, he's always throwing little signs and, you know, little motivation here and there, man. You know, going back into this is Sirach 39:1. That's right. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High.
That's how the Most High tap into you. That's when wisdom tap into you. When wisdom see, oh, he really knocking at my door. Like you got this one clip, they got this thing called Serenading.
Yep.
When you stand at a woman's door, she's looking at the window and you're singing to her, you're serenading that woman. Well, when you give your mind over to the scriptures, hey, Yahweh Shai be like, he at the door. Because did it not say in Revelation, knock and the door should be open, seeking you shall find? You're serenading wisdom, man. You know?
And is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in the prophecy.
And it's two, you look like you're going to say something.
No, you got it.
It look like it's that, and it's two different spectrums of the truth. The past and the future.
Yep.
You know, understanding the proverbs of our forefathers, or our so-called ancestors, all right? Because you like to call them the ancestors, all right? But also understanding why these laws are written, how it created a structure for our people, a safety net, but also understanding the prophecies and what we're about to face, man, and understanding what's going to come after what we're about to face, man. But that requires time.
Yep.
You can't be a brother that's 50% feeding your flesh and 50% trying to get in the word, man. Because spirit not dealing with that.
Yep.
Wisdom not dealing with that, man.
And that flesh gonna choke the word out.
Yep.
You know, that flesh, you know, wants to remove the word, and the word wants to remove the flesh.
Yep.
It's a constant battle, man. So we put ourselves, you know, in a good position, you know, by being tapped in. You know, each brother, all right, with their own portion, but it's all about maximizing the portion that we got, man.
Yep.
You know, constantly making ourselves more and more of an asset, you know, within the ministry, man.
Hey,
you know,
make yourself useful.
Make ourselves useful, man. You know, they're like a woman. You know, who would want a woman that's not useful, man? You know, she doesn't make your life any easier in any type of way, man. Because we're doing the groundwork for your Howard shot. Because when your Howard shot come back, he's not giving no sermon. You know, he's not teaching you who you are. You know, yes, brother, you are an Israelite from the tribe of Levi. No, he's not coming back to say anything. He's coming back to execute judgment. You see, we're making Yahweh Shai jobs easier when he returns, man. He don't have to do this part. You see, he showed us how to do it, and he left, man. You know?
That's why Apostle Paul said, I have likened you to a virgin.
Yep.
All right, to the coming of Yahweh Shai. You know, you have to prepare a virgin for a husband.
Yep.
But the husband doesn't have time to train you how to be his wife.
Yep.
So we're being brought up how to be Yahweh Shai's wife. So when we get here, there's nothing more than the marriage coming.
The ground running.
Yep.
You know? That's why that's why in the ancient world you can do arranged marriages.
Yep.
All right, not this shit today.
No.
You know, where you're talking about you dating.
Yeah.
You gotta get to know each other, and you know, both of y'all like the Saints.
Yeah.
You know, Thriller was y'all favorite Michael Jackson album. You know, that's what made y'all hit it off. No, man. All right, the man knew his role. All right, and the woman knew her role. She was brought up to be a wife, to be submissive, to keep house. The man, all right, was taught a trade. You know. He took on the inheritance of his father that would give them what stability and comfort, all right? And she would have an estate to come into and manage, man. So you can have an arranged marriage back then, all right, because everyone knew their roles.
Beautiful point.
You know? It's just now no one knows what to do. You see? So that's why it's confusion, man. That's why, you know, you gotta try to find something external that y'all into together. No, man. Supposed to have built-in duties, man.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be that damn complicated. Like,
yeah,
we'll make y'all match.
Yeah,
you know.
This is Psalms 1:1. It said, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful."
That's another thing, man. Wisdom don't like. Yahweh Shai doesn't like when you always around Jake, man. You first come into this knowledge, man, you gotta stop hanging around all them damn cousins and all them guys you used to hang out with. That chokes the word, man. That chokes the word. Like, you got a virtuous woman, right? She don't want to be around all your uncles and brothers and partners. She want to be in the back with you somewhere. You know, that's how wisdom is, man. Because you brought out sit amongst sinners. But you can go ahead.
Come. And it says, "But his delight is in the law of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim al Shai. And in his law, doth he meditate day and night."
Something that I learned: when you let go of certain dainties in Babylon, that's replaced with fulfillment in the scripture. When you let go of certain vices here, when you let go of certain things that's really fabricated by Esau, little synthetic pleasures, then your delight is really in the word. Like, you be excited to read. You really can't wait to wake up and start reading. But the first process of that is really detaching from this world. But then you gotta get there. Your mind is a plow, and you start plowing with your mind. Like, you wanted to go into the history, going into the words. You know, that's plowing, man. You know.
And it says, you know, there's standing not in the counsel of the ungodly. All right, because like you're around niggas, all it's gonna be is ungodly counsel, man.
Yeah.
And niggas, you know, nigga might make a point or two, you know, throughout the week. You know, but for the most part, nigga gonna have ungodly counsel, man. That's why, like this weekend, we're not running, all right, to be on the scene. Like that spirit of being on the scene, you know, we're dead to it. Like when the scriptures talk about being dead to the world, you know, we're dead, all right, to that spirit of being on the scene, trying to be poppy, trying to be litty, you know, or whatever. You know, Jake into, cause like this weekend, you gonna have a bunch of niggas flocking to New Orleans for the Essence Festival, man. You know?
Now?
Yeah, it's gonna be this weekend. You know, they do it every 4th of July weekend. Okay. Niggas down there on the way down there now, man. You know? It's gonna be a nigga Super Bowl. But see, you have niggas that's been waiting on that since last year, man. You know, that's their mind frame, man. You see? Like I said, when you within this, you can't wait to be within that righteous kingdom that this Bible speaks of, man.
And brother Bunyan Yasharala said those spirits can jump on you. Nigga culture is contagious. Why do you think all niggas act alike? It's a demon.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
But you get 1 Timothy 4:15.
1 Timothy 4.
Yeah, I think it's 1 Timothy 4:15.
Okay.
Then whatever you was gonna get, you can get that too.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to find something. 1 Timothy 4:16.
Oh, I think it's 15.
All right, this is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 15. It said, meditate upon these things.
Yep.
I started 14.
Okay.
It said, neglect not the gift that is in thee,
Yep.
which was given thee by prophecy.
It goes back to those talents, man. You can't bury your talents.
Yep.
All right.
And it said, with the land on of hands of the presbytery,
which is the elders of the camps.
Yep. Meditate upon these things.
Meditate upon these things. What did you read in Psalms 1? Like in his light was the light was the law of the Lord.
Yep.
And then he meditate day and night.
Day and night, yep.
And some I've learned that process really starts when you detach, man. All right. There's a gift. There's a gift on this side when you detach.
All right. Neglect not the gift that is within us, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, because brothers gotta understand there's something, you know, that's within us that's greater than anything in this society, man. You know, because brother, the 144,000, man, we're part of that number. These are the first spirits created after Yahushua, man. So you know they're the cream of the crop in spirits. Like it's something within those spirits, you know, because if we was back there with Yahushua creating things, you know, what is these spirits capable of, man? You know? So it's like it's something within us that's way beyond anything that we see now, man, because right now we're living in a very defiled and corrupted, you know, society and world, man. You know, we haven't really seen the beauty of the earth, you know, in its essence, man, under this rulership, because it gets worse and worse, man. And that's why it's easier to detach, because everything is worse and worse, man. What are you gonna do? Go deal with Eve, a woman that hates you, you know, a woman that's, you know, more than likely promiscuous. All right, what you gonna get? Go chase the American dollar that while you're chasing it is devaluing. You know, what you gonna start an establishment? You know, while these other nations is preparing war for America, man.
Had a dream last night.
Yeah,
the missile was shot down, man.
Yeah,
I mean a missile ended up hitting America, man.
Dang.
You know, I know I was with Elder Kazaki, and it might have been you with us in a dream. But hey, it's gonna get bad for America, man. It's gonna be a little attacks, probably a little flag attacks. You know, they're already talking about food shortages.
And then Russia, all right, they you had American Navy vessels over there. I think in the Black Sea, and Russia was shooting missiles in front of it and made it change course, man. You know, and then Russia and Britain, because it was Russia and Britain Navy vessels, they would try to make it seem like it didn't happen, but then video footage came out that it happened. You know, and then Russia, Putin said, like, you know, Putin said, you know, if we would have sunk, you know, that vessel, you know, wasn't nothing gonna be done about it, you know. So pretty much, Russia slapped the shit out of America, and America tried to act like it didn't happen, man.
Yeah.
You know, showing you where we at, man.
Yeah.
You know.
But
you got it.
Well, this is the perfect time to apply that mind, because really you are investing into your strength of mind in the near future.
Yep.
If you sow now, you know, we have a hedge around us externally, but you got to have an internal hedge too.
Yep.
You know.
Hey, because it's gonna be a lot of men, you know, that's you know, that's big and bulky and, you know, probably good fighters, you know, they're gonna fold, man, because they don't have it within.
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna have people with money, you know, with all these resources that we finna see them fold. Mm-hmm. All right, because you know they don't have it within. Mm-hmm. You see, just got a news break, and it says it just came in, as you said, about these times. It said grocery stores are pulling perishable foods, covering aisles in plastic sheets, and running sprinklers on their roof as they battle a record heat wave. You know, so it's nothing but nothing but, you know, chaos and things that are just happening rapidly, man. You know, murders and horrible deaths, judgment going forth at a rapid rate, man. This thing is intensifying, man. So we need to tap into this, man, so we can be solid. Because it's gonna be men that's gonna be solid in these times, and it's gonna be those men that have this within them, man.
Yeah, like the brother got a principle of Yahweh for fortify your mind.
Yep.
All right, but this is when you apply these scriptures, you detach and you replace what's inside of you. You replace that with Yahweh Shai, that fortifies your mind.
Yep.
You can finish that. Did you finish that in Timothy? Give thyself holy.
Yep. Okay. Come on. It says, meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them,
which goes into the live stream.
Yep. It says that thy profit may appear to all.
Yep.
Yep. Because investing in you is really investing in the nation.
Yep.
Because if you're a teacher, you know, you might be teaching 10, 20 people, 30 people, 50 people, they consistently watch. But as you invest in you, you're investing in all them because they're being built up off of you. All right. And we're attached to who? Yahweh Shai. So the more the more that we increase our connection to Yahweh Shai, the more, all right, it increases their connection through Yahweh Shai through us, man. As a matter of fact, as it's going to say, verse 16, take heed unto thyself. All right, going back into what? Getting ourselves, keeping ourselves straight first. Mm-hmm. Take heed to ourselves, having spiritual self-awareness first, man. Knowing when we doing too much, knowing when we not doing enough. Yep. Knowing we unbalanced, man. You see? And it says, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. All right, being sharp in the doctrine. Continue in them, for in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
You just said that.
You see? Yeah. So this, when you invest in you in the spirit, you're investing in the nation, man. All right? That's one thing about, our culture. It was never about self, man. When you look at our forefathers who were written about, it was never about self. Even when Abraham with Lot. Now, when Abraham's servants and Lot's servants, got into it, they was kind of bickering about the land because both of them had great substance, and Lot's sheep were being Abraham's land, Abraham's flock was being Lot's land. What did Abraham say? He was like, look, whichever way you go, I'm gonna go the other way. Mm-hmm. You see, Abraham didn't even pull rank. He couldn't pull rank because they were nephew, but it wasn't about Abraham. It was just about quelling their situation, man.
Mm-hmm. And then if you go into the law, the structure of our economy was for everybody to win.
Yep.
Those laws that go into, renting out property to your neighbor, that was set up because the Most High had it to where it was something called equity. Yep. Everybody got a chance to eat. Yep. What they saying, paid in full. Yep. Everybody eats, B. But that's how the laws are set up, man. Like you said, we're not individually minded anymore. Yep. When you get up in the morning, you don't have a choice if you need to do a video. Yep. You got to do a video. Yep. Because none of your brothers watching you, and when they wake up in the morning, they expecting the video to be up.
Breakfast.
Yep, that's breakfast.
Yep. This is 1 Corinthians 15:33, what you were saying earlier. It says, be not deceived, evil communications corrupt good manners.
And that communication goes back to company. Mm-hmm. All them niggas, man, and nigga energy. Mm-hmm. You was mentioning the Essence Festival, man. And don't be prideful and think a demon can't rub up off of you, man. Because we done spent the last 20, 30 years being niggas. And only 5, 10 years being the truth, man. Yeah. You can feed that nigga. Don't think it's just gone. Yeah. But if you could get
Salak. Yeah, I'm gonna get that word now. I got it. Okay. Salak. So this is the word in Greek for communication.
Strong's G 3657. Homilia.
And it says companionship, intercourse, or communion. And even dealing with Eve too, man. You brothers be very mindful, about these women, man. Because these women are getting more and more grimy. It's easy for them to get enchanted. They're a vessel for demons. not only just being around, Jake in the world that you knew your cousin now, be very selective, especially when you talking about adding a woman to your situation or even dealing with a woman, man, on a daily basis, man. On a regular basis. Be very mindful, man, what you allow, within the circle, man.
Yeah, it's heavy that you said that because we're beyond asking a woman if she got a man or not. She might not have a man,
Yep.
but she still might not be good for you.
Yep.
Even as a direct portal from the world.
Yep. What you want to get, bro?
You could get 1 Corinthians 3 and 9, and we can just call it up there.
1 Corinthians 3 and 9.
Yeah.
All right. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 9. It says, "For we are laborers together with the Most High. You are the Most High's husbandry. You are the Most High's building."
Hey, husbandry, we're his workers.
Mm-hmm.
A husbandman, that's a laborer.
That's a tedious job.
That's a tedious job. Hey, come unto her as one that ploweth. All right, that's a husbandman. All right, that's husbandry. But we're the Most High's husbandry. Hey, ain't that something? We were selected directly from Yahweh Shema Shai to build his house. Because didn't I say I would raise up the tabernacle of David? All right, so we're directly set up, starting with the other apostles of Great Millstone, is worker laborers to wake up the hopeful elect. And it's beautiful in itself.
Because the elect is like plants coming out the ground, like this word, like we were talking about sowing that seed. Your mind is broken up, that seed is sown, and then you're growing. It's like into a garden that's grew out the ground, and see, we've been placed in the vineyard as husbandmen, and we have to tend. Sometimes you gotta prune, certain plants, sometimes you gotta
pull out weeds,
which is be crazy mindset, worldly mindsets you gotta pull out, or you gotta water it when it's when it's dry,
Some plants you gotta tend to more than others.
Yep. So this is a very, tedious job, that we're involved in, man. But the payoff is beyond worth it. So, that's why it's good that the more we tap into the source, the more potent we can be, for the rest of the body, man. And it goes from the top all the way to the bottom, man. The apostles staying sharp, keeping us on edge. Apostle Hart throw out a quiz, on the spot, So what does that do, man? It keeps the whole body sharp, all right? To keep, iron sharpening iron, man,
Yeah. All right, well, with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to Yahweh, by Shem Shai, by Shem Kakadash, the honors to our apostles of Great Millstone. We well, peace and blessing, house of David the elect, Abba, from Yashala, Shalom.